The difference between our classes and maybe some other classes that you would find is essentially that it's like facilitating an approach. It's creating an environment in which we can approach contact. So every time we go in, we teach, especially myself, I teach a theme. So we're going to talk about center today. We're going to talk about using our center, using our pelvis, and then the whole class is just using that as an approach to the dance. It's like a framework, as opposed to today we're going to learn how to get on somebody's back and then get up to their shoulder. So somebody might end up getting on somebody's back and getting up to their shoulder in this class, but it's all going to be about moving from the pelvis, or a skin to skin contact, or dancing the negative space, or anything that we can think of, or rolling point of contact, or I've taught a class which I think I called mud, which is just about imagining the entire class that you're in a really thick room full of mud. And so you're just finding an angle in which people can become curious, can become really interested in every level in the dance.
Mm-hmm. Something I also really believe in is to not, as a teacher, also not to come into the class with a really sort of set, unmutable idea of what I want to teach, because quite often I come in and I have I feel who's in the class, I see what the levels are like, what the experience is like, and I try and gear it towards those people. So quite often in the warm-up I might see something that someone is doing that might spark me to actually direct the class towards something that I see they need. So I try and find an idea that's both personal for somebody in the group, but also something that can work for the whole group, which I think is important. I mean, it's the whole form is about improvising, and I think as a teacher you need to be able to quickly assess what's going on with your group and what they need. Even if it's one person's need can be the need of the whole group.
And then we teach like that when we're teaching together. It's very in tandem. So the daelik will feed an idea in, and I'll go, and I'll try and either support that idea with a slightly, with another exercise, and I'll whisper in his ear, or I'll say it out. We'll just go, our voices will just kind of interlap, overlap.
Yeah, and so sometimes something that Delia is talking about really makes me recognize something else for the group, and so I feel like we, as a team, we work really well in that way. We are able to support each other's ideas, and either with a similar idea or with something that's a counterpoint. So I think we have a very instinctive relationship that way as teachers, that we're able to understand what each other is looking for in the class, and how we're directing the class.